Hi folks, it's Anahita Rao back again with the Rashi series. So now we're on to Capricorn, which is the 10th sign of the zodiac, and it's also known as Makara in Sanskrit. Now Capricorns, they tend to be prudent, reserved, economical, practical, and quite pensive too. They are, like Virgos, are quite methodical and calculative, and they have a great ability for organizing and managing. They tend to be quite serious and thoughtful and have a contemplative nature, which gives them this aura of sort of dignity and self-esteem. And they're open to making friends with anybody, but they tend to test the person before they form a close bond with anyone. It's an earth sign, so it prefers to follow a consistent and practical path to life. Their internal nature is expressed in a very tangible way because of the fact that it's an earth sign. So they will try to avoid pain at any cost, which makes them hard workers. They will initiate projects and they will grow them to heights if the reward is material security, which is something that they tend to be very much motivated by. They can be either honest, sincere, or reliable, or they can also be quite sort of conceited and dishonest, and even greedy, and this depends on Saturn's position in the chart, because Saturn is, of course, the ruling planet for Capricorn. They don't typically tend to be very emotional. Rather, they're slow and cautious in approaching life, and they don't normally take the lead when it comes to relationships. They tend to take a long time to choose a partner, just like the other two earth signs, Virgo and Taurus. They're not demonstrative in love either. They're best suited to Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, because I think that water element can actually be a good contrast for Capricorn. They're a movable Rashi and prefer to look at alternatives in life, and so they're equally able to start something new or perfect something that they've already started. Ruling planet is Saturn, which shows a very practical and serious approach to life. Capricorn is a Tamasic sign, which shows that their primary motivation is to either prevent or remove difficulties in life. Now, the ruling planet, of course, rules Capricorn itself, but it also rules Aquarius, which is the second house, dealing with possessions and savings and family. And so Capricorn are quite sort of natural at accumulating assets and making money. Now, I think the highest spiritual lesson for Capricorn is to make a commitment to inner peace, rather than to external achievement. So when it comes to looking at a higher sort of spiritual lesson for a sign, I tend to sort of focus on that which is opposite of the sign, and that energy which is opposite of the sign, which is something that they ought to be moving towards. So that would be Cancer in this case, and hence inner peace. When we are in a relationship, we always look at the sign opposite from us, because that's the 7th house. And the 7th house is the house of relationships, particularly committed relationships. So that which we are learning from others, particularly committed partnerships, is something that we are actually ever evolving into our spiritual natures and reaching that highest spiritual lesson. So obviously you don't need another human being for that. You can do that on your own as well. But most of us gravitate towards another person to sort of lead us on that path, which is why the 7th house from itself, that tends to be a very compatible sign for all of the Rashis. So I hope that you found that bit helpful on Capricorns. Feel free to subscribe as usual. Check out my website and also leave comments if you wish. Thank you, folks. Bye for now.